On your feet! Get them going!
On your feet, get them going. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever the case may be. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Yes. Welcome. Oh, my chest is fading out. Welcome back to Cross Examinations Live. I'm your host, Mike S. Miller. Today we are doing Exodus chapter 30. Incense is Jewish. This is a interesting thing to me, using incense in religious prayer stuff. I grew up with that because my mom's a Buddhist, and so every morning, afternoon, she would light incense and do her chanting, blah 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 blah. And I don't know, I think I always kind of wondered, where did that incense thing come from? And then it reading through Exodus 30, I was like, wait a minute. Incense, the origination of incense. And I remember I told you guys about a book called Eternity in Their Hearts, where if you go around the world to ancient folk religions and whatnot, there are very Jewish, for lack of a better term, very Jewish things. Like in ancient China, they used to worship Shang-Ti, which is a heavenly emperor, and they had a temple, and they had animal sacrifice, right, for the sins of the people. And heavenly emperor is one true God. And in like Papua New Guinea or something like that, they have the scapegoat, which is again another. It's like straight out of Leviticus, I think. So you had all these different, all around the world, you have these ancient folk religions that have very Jewish faith, like the laws of Moses were essentially the laws of the world, like the laws of Noah, right? Noah would have taught these laws, probably in some sense, prior to, everyone scattering and sort of forgetting a lot of it, but still remnants of it around the world are still there. Well, incense is one of those remnants. And when you have cultures in different parts of the world burning incense to do their religious practices. Weird, right? Weird. Hello, Tina, John Mintz. You guys were here early. Drake. Chuck is here. Just getting trying to get caught up on yesterday's stream that I missed. I made it to the discussion about Wesley Huff. And is that guy stupid knowledgeable on biblical matters? Yes, he is. That's the phraseology he prefers to. I'm stupid logical. John Mintz is here. What is up? Amy Lester. I already said that, right? I said that up there. No, I didn't. Amy's here. Drake. There's a flood. A Noah guy who can build an ark. Noah guy. Drake, why don't you leave the dad jokes to me, sir? Chuck says, I love incense. I know. I do too. Not overpoweringly, but I do like me a good incense. I much prefer incense to those, those oil burning things. Oh my gosh. That's like, you might as well be vaping at that point. Those oil burning things. What the heck is on my phone? Oh, barbecue sauce. Teriyaki sauce, to be specific. From my big batch of jerky last night. Yeah, that's all I was kind of thinking about. Sorry, I am late. I woke up and I had a text. We had an impromptu meeting for Squid Grow, and I am obligated to join the meeting. And so it was early. Usually it's around 2:00. But today it was like, I woke up and I was already an hour late to it. So I was like, oh, you can't impromptu meetings when I'm asleep, guys. It doesn't work for me. Tasty. So What's going on in the rest of the world? Los Angeles is aflame. Chuck Dixon's trailer dropped for A Working Man. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to watch that right now. I knew he was working on this, the Levon Cade book. Stallone developed his Levon Cade book series, and the new poster is out called The Working Man. A Working Man. This is a must-see. We have to support great authors getting movies. Do you agree? You guys want to watch it? You guys want to watch Chuck's? I know this has nothing to do with... Well, Chuck's a Christian. Chuck's a fellow believer. So maybe we should watch his trailer in support of a brother in Christ. What do you guys think? I think that's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. And if you don't think it's a great idea, then I don't know. I suppose you'll just have to grin and bear it.
So listen, today's gonna be hard. Let's all go home with the same amount of fingers that we came with. Let's get it. When my wife passed and I left the Royal Marines, a lot of people would have given up on me. You gave me a job. You were patient with me. You, Carla, Jenny, you're my family.
Excuse me, it's not your business.
I'm good, boss.
Levin, was that some military shit?
Hey, you didn't see anything.
Just get my back if I ever need it. Jenny's missing.
She went out with her friends on Friday.
The police don't have the resources to work these cases. They take a report and forget about it.
Please, find our daughter.
Where's the girl?
You a cop?
You wish I was a cop.
Yo, these guys are next level. Look at those bricks. You ain't a cop. You're a working man.
That's right. Let's play. This isn't just some kidnapping. This is human trafficking. Remember Gunny?
Your blind ward buddy that doesn't know he's blind?
That's the one. You shot a foot to the left, I'll be dead.
I wanted you dead, you'd be dead. I will be your weapon sommelier for this evening. This is the real beast here. M14, pulled direct from Saddam's palace. And I added a Bluetooth scope.
Where is she?
There's a special place, high rollers only. They can do anything as long as they pay.
Gangs, the mob, corrupt government officials, they're all involved in human trafficking. You're in the payroll too.
You killed your way into this. You're gonna have to kill your way out of it.
Food as much.
All of this is for a girl.
I'm not stopping until I bring her home.
That's for slapping that woman.
That woman was my wife. That's for slapping your wife.
Who are you? What are you?
Okay. I'm in. I'm in. And this is what we need, man. This is like my that's my vision. I mean, that's not particularly my vision. But boy, that's, you know, getting Christian creators doing stuff that's gonna really affect the zeitgeist. That's my vision, right? That's the ultimate goal. I'm so glad Chuck is so far ahead of me. Man, that's great. That is great. I cannot wait. For Drawn and Quarter, we should do Chuck's new character, the Horseman. We should. We absolutely should. That is a very good point. I'll have to break off and stop doing redesign stuff to do a D&Q with the Horseman. I hope he saves a poor girl and gets her back to her parents. Yes, Amy, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. That would be a pretty depressing story if it's like you get to the end. Oh man, I'm too late. I've got to kill everybody. Although that would be a pretty cool ending too. No, I'm sure. Yeah, Chuck will save the girl. Save the girl. That's a good name for a movie. That's probably already a name for a movie. Save the girl. But yeah, that's my thing. That's my hope and vision, is that creating a multimedia company where we can ultimately do like movies and TV and video shorts, video games, whatever it is. And I really, really think that, I know a lot of guys hate it, but with the advent of AI, it's going to make creating super what you'd think are high budget films, it's going to make them really, really inexpensive and accessible to heck, guys like me, right? Guys like me. Ha, good Jason impersonation. That's terrible person. Oh, it's like Mad Max. He kills everybody in Australia. Yes. Oh, Admiral. Ahoy. Ahoy. Ahoy, Melissa Lester. Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, one and all. So, boy, what do you guys think about I don't know. I want to be hopeful in the sense of like, first of all, I got to close this because I keep looking at it. Of like something like this coming out, which I think is going to do really well, because this is going to get, look, Friday Night Tights and all those guys. I bet you anything Chuck is going to go on Friday Night Tights and promote this movie. It's going to get a lot of positive feedback from our spaces, which means people who actually have money are going to go out and support it. Hey, Joe K's in the house. What's up, buddy? But does it make a big dent in the satanic Hollywood scope of things, right? Does it move I know we've had tiny little move the needle, like they took the gay scene out of the latest Pixar movie, right? Not the transitioning weird trans character stuff, and they've ever since, look, it was Trump getting elected. Put the freaking brakes on a lot of I don't know how much, but it put the brakes on stuff as far as the cultural Marxism angle of the. Oh gosh darn it! I forgot to invite Elliot. Sorry, hold on, please. I just got off the phone with him before the show, and I told him I'd drop him the link. Gotta scroll down and find him. Find Elliot. There he is. All right. Now he has the link. The pendulum is swinging back. Is it? That's what I'm hoping for. Starting to swing back. It just needs to. Yeah, it really needs to swing back. We need to go hard right for a long time. Imagine if we could go hard right for as long as the left has pushed us to the left. That's since the 50s. So that'd be a nice 70-year swing back to the right. I'll take it. I will take it. I will, as long we're moving further and further towards Christian values over the next 70 years until I'm dead and my children are grandparents. I'm 100% okay with that. I'd love it. Payback. Well, I don't know if payback is the principle we're aiming for, Tina, but Joe says, Mike, are you aware of the Trench Crusade tabletop game Kickstarter? They almost got 4 million. Wow. No, what is Trench Crusade? Should I look it up? Do you want me to look it up? Does you want me to look it up? Trench Crusade. Trench Crusade. Skirmish scale tabletop miniatures on Kickstarter. Present share screen. Something's happening here. Wow, 20,000 backers. How did they do that? How did they manage to do that? I wonder. $3.3. Oh, terrible. 66666 was their goal. Is that a Catholic World War I game? What is it? In 1999, or in 1099, the Templars took the holy city, sealed deep within the catacombs beneath. They discovered blasphemous artifacts, which tested their faith and found it wanting. Ah. Oh, it's a miniature game. You know what? That's not a bad idea for doing Pangea. Maybe I should do a Kickstarter for Pangea. It wouldn't be a tail. Actually, I do want to do miniatures. I do want to do miniatures for the characters. You guys have seen my Pangea stuff, right? Have I shown you that? It's all AI right now. But here, let me show you. There's something. Oh, actually, you know what? I can go look at it on Dropbox. Dropbox. I mean, I don't know if it's Catholic endorsed, but it's themed that. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I mean, I could go on Kickstarter. I could probably get enough of those. What is the deal? Why is Dropbox not opening? Let me just go directly to Dropbox. Oh, I'm not logged in. Farting cadoodles. All right, never mind. Let me grab. All right, stop sharing. Have I shown you guys? Where is it? Where is it? It's E, right? E. Pangea. All right. Well, if you're on my Twitter, you've seen the Pangea stuff. Gosh darn it. Why is it opening over here? All right, let me reduce. Move. All right, present. Share screen. So this is my Pangea game. I've been working on this off and on since coming up on 20-something years. Coming up on some 20-something. Like, that's very specific. So this is a card. This is a cropped card. And I've got characters and all this stuff. Item cards. This is going to take a while to get through, so I'm just going to skim through. Alchemy, boss characters. This one's rad. Steambot. But this is all I had done the initial card design that I did just me and my kids like drew all the stuff on the cards. And we played it that way. And then later I created a false deck. Like, this is the actual deck of cards that I created, but I made it using some of my artwork, like some of stuff I did from like earlier video games that I'd worked on. And then some stuff I just cribbed from online, like, Gladiator or whatnot. So ultimately, when AI came out, I was like, oh man, I can make all these with AI and just print out a playable card game so me and my kids could play this for game night. Then challenge cards. The challenge cards are where it really gets fun. I got to redo that one. It's horrible. And yeah, man, I didn't think about that. I could totally do this on Kickstarter. At the very least, to get the money to print up production decks. I bet the cards you drew with your kids were the best. They were fun, but I don't know if I'd say they were the best. I don't even know where those are. The Enchantress. So yeah, you go through, you have challenge cards and all this stuff, and you can see I did a whole bunch of these things. I actually have more. I want to do more. And then these are the character cards. Oh, then we've got combat cards. This is an element that my son added to the game to make it less randomized and more strategy or play focused. It's like they're like rock paper scissors cards. So I don't think I have the rest of those on here yet, but Deus Vault, Galen the Hunter. So more item cards. I'm trying to get to the actual land areas. This is how many. Look how many flipping cards I did. This. Here we go. So this is the grid. It's like Catan, right? How you have these hexagonal grids, and then like when you're playing on one of these cards, and that's why you do need miniatures. I used like either, I don't know, I had these little Naruto super deformed characters. We'd use those, but you can you land on the card, you can move around the table as a group and go to these different things, and they all have different pluses or minuses for particular attributes. And then you build your map out, you randomize your map, you build out your map, and then you play from the beginning. Oh, I need a starter place. And then you get to the boss. And so the final boss is randomized, and then you play against the final boss. But yeah. Oh, and then these are the, oh no, that's another character card. Nate the Thief. Negation cards. Those are fun because you can be in a fight and then like you die or whatever, and then you're like, no, I have a negation card. It's like a get out of death free card. Not a lot of them. Shemai the elf. Squires help you carry stuff because you can only carry so much stuff. And treasure cards. The Cross of St. George. The AI did a great job on the cards. Yes, well, okay, so like for example, this, obviously you can tell all the backgrounds on the treasure cards are the same. If you didn't notice, each card set or each card category has its own background. So treasure has these nice fancy green velvet background, right? Or not background, but placard. And then if I can get away from the weapons cards have these like wooden fancy placard things. So I built all these things independently in AI, and then I fashioned all the cards together in Photoshop. So weapons. Let's just see if you can see the difference in the background. So like the Squire cards have a very rustic frame. The character cards have a very fancy frame. The negation cards have a slightly less fancy, somewhat rustic frame. And then obviously these have that frame. And then the item cards have this sort of shield frame or placard, whatever. Anyways, that is that. I don't need to. Sorry, you got me off on a tangent because you're like bringing me. We're trench. Joe says that looks genuinely cool. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about Kickstarter. I was just gonna like legit print this for myself. I could just print it as AI. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I should make a Kickstarter, but I just feel like I'd need a bigger audience. And then I'd need to find people in the card game world or the board game world who would be willing to promote it. Because I don't know people in the board game world. Yeah, that's how you do it. I use AI at work now for code and stuff, not art. It gives you a big head start. Yes. What is this, Amy? Card squirrel. Is that a squirrel? Is that what you're saying? The card game is squirreling me. And so yeah, all that. You still need to know how to update the information specific to your situation. I'm not sure what that means, but yes. Maybe I should just hand this all over to my son and have him do the Kickstarter for it, because he did that successful Kickstarter with what was it called? Masters of Mayhem. You guys remember Masters of Mayhem? Do you remember? Does everyone here remember Masters of Mayhem? My son's tabletop game that he kickstarted. That was a really good game. I'll play the commercial for you if you want to see it. We're doing commercials today, apparently, on the show. So, hey, I know this guy JDA. What does he do? I mean, what's he got to do with card games? I have a copy of Masters of Mayhem. It's fun, is it? Do you play it? Do you play it, DJ? Because we play it, like, still. It is a really fun game. That might be before I join. Okay. All right. We'll do Masters of Mayhem. And then we will jump directly. Why is Brave opening? Directly into the Bible. All right. Whoops. Play Masters of Mayhem tutorial. I want the commercial. There it is. There's the commercial. What? No, that's not the commercial. What? Where is it? Is it on my channel? Oh, I'm not signed in. All right. YouTube. Let's go to my channel. Your channel. And then search Masters of Mayhem. Where is the commercial? What the filth is going on here? Why can't I find just the commercial? Okay, it's weird. Sorry about this waste of time, you guys. Let's see. Can I just go to the gaming? No, don't play that. I just want to see the playlist. I clearly don't know how to use Masters of Mayhem Live. Masters of Mayhem. Oh, this is the playlist. Playlist. Gaming. Why does it keep going to... It keeps going to this video to play. This is terrible. I should have backed Masters of Mayhem instead of Cyberfrog. Yes, you should have. I can do, you know what? Instead of the commercial, which is a great commercial, which I can't for some reason find on YouTube anywhere. Oh, there it is. Wait, is that it? Yes, there it is. All right. Hold on. Can you hear that? Did I share the audio? Present, share screen, entire screen, share audio. Okay. All right. My apologies, everyone. I will get to the Bible right after this.
Are you getting tired of peaceful game nights? Is having fun with friends and family getting boring? Well, spice it up with wildfires, earthquakes, and/or zombie apocalypses in the new game, Masters of Mayhem. Masters of Mayhem is a tile-laying game in which your goal is to completely decimate your friends. How do you do that, you may ask? The answer is really quite simple, by causing destruction with natural and unnatural disasters alike. Here's how you play the game. Every player
Look at the
gets 3
kids!
destruction cards and 1 city tile. Everyone puts down their tiles adjacent to each other and places 5,000 people on
Those guys are 16 and 18 years old now.
roll to see who gets to go first. Jimmy gets to go first. Jimmy can either play a card or skip his turn. Look, Jimmy's chose to curse his best friend with a plague. Once everyone has had a turn, a new round begins. Every populated city increases by 1,000 people, and every player gets a tile and a card. Once all this is done, a new round begins. This continues until everyone is dead, but one color, and there is one Master of Mayhem. Abduct your friends, start civil wars. It's chaos for the whole family. Say goodbye to board games that take hours to play and get Masters of Mayhem. You can support this game by purchasing a copy for $60. Or if you want to help develop it, you can become a beta tester and get unique cards that won't be in the game for only $140. Start the apocalypse today. Masters of Mayhem is not responsible for any mass genocide, racist behavior, alien invasions, global pandemics, radical uprisings, mass evacuations, firstborn deaths, and or limb slaughtering gameplay.
And this was before the COVID global pandemic. So, so good. It looks simpler than I had remembered. It's really easy, really fun, super fun game. So, yeah, if you guys don't have that, I don't know what to tell you. Elijah does have a few copies left, but he doesn't generally sell them. Maybe he should. Maybe he should just sell the copies that he's got left. I also made a little game called Pick a Bean back when my friends had the license for Mr. Bean. This is a card game wherein the rules are very much like Go Fish, but rather than if you don't have the card, you say Go Fish, you say Pick a Bean. And rather than asking, do you have a 2, you have to go, do you have a... And then they say, is it blue? And then you say, yes. And then they take the card. Do you have a... And it's really funny because everyone's sitting around making really stupid faces, and it's awesome. But that never went anywhere anyways. So, yeah, we've been making games, man. We've been making games, having fun over the years. And then, yeah, maybe I should just do that with Pangea. This is sort of a game-making family around these parts. All right, let's King James Bible Online. Let's go. LOL, Pick a Bean. That's right, Pick a Bean. You like it? You like it? I bet you want a copy. Sorry. It'd be, if I could get a hold of the Bean guys myself, I'd be like, hey, I have a game. I want to kickstart it. You want a piece of it? Except I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I can't get a hold. Oh, I wonder how. Make video games at cross-examinations. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. I approve of game development. We're in Exodus 30. Sharing screen. Elliot still sounds a bit out. Try to maximize our screen size here. Good for developing your comedic pantomime abilities. I've done some fiddling with hex grids, just throwing that out there. DJ. We know. Need a squirrel hunt game where the squirrel is somewhere in the deck as some kind of chaos agent. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna write that down. Squirrel hunt game. Just the idea of squirrel hunt. Squirrel hunt. I bet you I could come up with a game for squirrel hunt that would be freaking hilarious. I like funny games. Fun and funny. Will Masters of Mayhem ever get relaunched? I mean, he's got us another whole deck. I'm not sure. I should talk to JDA. I really should and see if, I don't know, does he know people in the gaming world that could probably help promote it, right? And a new game was born, Squirrel Hunt. Yes, and then I'm going to write the script for Tank Heist. Squirrels are good eating, I'm told. If you come up with something, I'd be in. Well, we're going to need more than 17 people to back a project like that. But actually, it's funny because I was doing the Pangea just to make for myself. So it's like if I could actually even just get a few people to pay for copies, I could at least mitigate the cost of production myself so that other people could play it as well. That's not a bad idea. All right, let's get to the Bible, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Exodus chapter 30. And thou shalt make an altar to burn incense upon. Incense is in fact Jewish. Wait, what? Squirrel Hunt? This could be a good Metroidvania. I don't know what Metroidvania is. What does that mean? Of shittim wood shalt thou make it. A cubit shalt be the length thereof, and a cubit the breadth thereof. 4 square shall it be, and 2 cubits shall be the height of it. The horns thereof shall be the same. So it's got 2 cubits is 3 feet, roughly. So the horns are also 3 feet. It's got 3 foot long horns. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold, the top thereof, and the sides thereof, round about, and the horns thereof, and thou shalt make unto it a crown of gold round about it. I'm just trying to picture it. The crown would go around the table part, right? Not on top of the horns. That would be interesting. And 2 golden rings shalt thou make it under the crown of it. By the 2 corners thereof, upon the 2 sides of it shalt thou make it, and they shall be 4 places for the staves to bear it withal. Oh, so they could carry it around. And thou shalt make the staves of shittim wood and overlay them with gold. A lot of gold overlaying in all this. Super Metroid plus Castlevania Symphony of the Night. So a side-scrolling platformer. Squirrel Hunt? Oh, I thought you wanted a card game. Squirrel Hunt card game. I like the... Metroidvania is a type of game based on the above where the goals must be accomplished by the player. The paths by which the player goes about it are up to the player. Hey, if somebody wants to make a side-scrolling fighting game I'll do the sprites for it. I mean, I like doing animated fighting sprites. I just need a programmer to do all the heavy lifting. I could do all the pretty lifting. And thou shalt put it before the veil that is by the ark of the testimony, before this mercy seat that is over the testimony, where I will meet with thee. Thou shalt put it before the veil that is by the ark. So before the veil by the ark. Okay. And Aaron shall burn. People usually read through this like, oh, I have to read Exodus 30. It's just describing stuff. I want to envision the stuff I'm describing, right? My friend Sean would love a good fighting game arted by Mike. Wow. Well, yeah. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. I need a good guy. I need a good guy. And I know there's those kind of games. Never mind. Can we just focus, please? And Aaron shall burn thereon sweet incense every morning. When he dresses the lamps, he shall burn incense upon it. And when Aaron lighteth the lamps at even, he shall burn incense upon it. A perpetual incense before the Lord throughout your generations. So I'm going to assume these incense, however the body of the incense is, lasts about 12 hours, because it says perpetual, which means it's always going. And he does it once in the morning, once in the evening, so probably 12-hour shifts. Ye shall offer no strange incense thereon, nor burnt sacrifice, nor meat offering, neither shall ye pour drink offering thereon. This is just for incense. And Aaron shall make an atonement upon the horns of it once in a year with the blood of the sin offering of atonements. Once in the year shall he make atonement upon it throughout your generations. It is most holy unto the Lord. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, when thou takest the sum of the children of Israel after their number, then shall they give every man a ransom for his soul unto the Lord, when thou numberest them, that there be no plague among them, when thou numberest them. This they shall give, every one that passeth among them that are numbered, half a shekel, after the shekel of the sanctuary. A shekel is 20 gerahs. A half shekel shall be the offering of the Lord. What is the value of 20 gerahs? What? Hold on. What was the value of a shekel in Moses' time in today's USD? Why am I asking Sir Percy instead of AI? Copy, grok, paste. It's complex. Shekel was 11 grams of silver. 11 grams of silver, $20 a troy ounce. Worried about, So 1 shekel would be about $8.85. 1/20th of a shekel would therefore be about 40 cents. 1/2 of a shekel is 20 gerahs. Half a shekel shall be the offering. Oh, okay, so half a shekel. So call it $5. Call it $5. This to me was very interesting. And half a shekel shall be the offering of the Lord. $5. Everyone that, in current day value, everyone that passeth among them that are numbered from 20 years old and above shall give an offering unto the Lord. So $5 a head for everyone. The rich shall not give more than $5. The poor shall not give less than $5. And when they give an offering unto the Lord to make an atonement for your soul. For your soul. God wasn't asking a lot. No. That's $5 in today's money, Amy. So it's not like $5 in $1920 in right. It's $5 today. It's that value today. So a slice of pizza. Well, no, it used to be a whole pizza up until Joe Biden. It used to be a whole pizza at Little Caesars, but now it's $5 because it's not about the money, right? And it's funny that it's not incremental to how much money you have. The rich will not give more than the poor, and the poor will not give less than the rich. Everyone gives $5. And this is a year, right? Yeah. This is the atonement once a year is $5. And thou shalt take the atonement money of the children of Israel and shalt appoint it for the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, that it may be a memorial unto the children of Israel before the Lord to make an atonement for your souls. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Thou shalt also make a laver of brass, and his foot also of brass, to wash withal. And thou shalt put it between the tabernacle of the congregation and the altar, and thou shalt pour water within. So it's like a little basin, by the way. For Aaron and his sons shall wash their hands and their feet thereat. When they go into the tabernacle of the congregation, they shall wash with water, that they die not. Or when they come near to the altar to minister to burn offerings made by fire unto the Lord. I love that. If you don't, you have to wash your hands so that you don't die. God wants you ritually clean. And I guess that does reflect, right? When we're washed in the blood of Christ, we are cleansed. But this would be an illustration of that cleansing. Everything is related. So they shall wash their hands and their feet, that they die not. And it shall be a statute forever to them, even to him and to his seed throughout their generations. Moreover, the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Take thou also unto thee principal spices of pure myrrh, 500 shekels. Shekels in this sense is a value of weight. And of sweet cinnamon, half so much, even 250 shekels, and of sweet calamus, 250 shekels. What is calamus? What is calamus? Perennial wetland plant from a family Acoracea. Acoreus calamus. Here's an overview. Calamus grows in shallow water or on damp ground. It has sword-shaped leaves that arise directly from the rhine zone. The most distinctive part is the aromatic creeping rhine zone, which is thick and has a spicy aromatic scent when crushed or cut. In some regions, it's used as a flavoring agent for spice, particularly in confections, candies, and liquors. Interesting. Medicinal. Calamus has been used in herbal medicine for its potential to aid digestion, act as a stimulant, and treat various ailments like diarrhea, dyspepsia, and flatulence. Alrighty then. All right, we'll go. Let's move on. Have so much. Speaking of flatulence, hello, Elliot.
Wow. I'm sorry, man. Things took longer than I thought. I'm so sorry.
Welcome. Hey. Whoa.
What?
I said A, and I heard me say A back, and then I said whoa, but there was no back. Did you say A?
No, but is this better? Is this better if I put this right in front of my face? Like a mask?
It's louder. Yes, it's louder. How do you feel
It's
about that,
louder.
Elliot?
I don't know how I feel like. This gives me a chance to
Should I-
talk softer.
Should I wear my mask like this? Welcome to Cross Examinations.
Well. All right, shekels. Shekels in modern times. I don't know. What's that?
Shekel is about $8, $8.50.
Wow, really? That's all
But
it was?
in this case, these shekels are talking about shekels of weight, not of silver.
Okay. So there's a weight and also a quantified measurement.
Yes,
of-
a shekel of silver would have been about a 10-gram coin.
Okay. All right. I'll buy that for $1 or
So about
$8.
$8.50 roughly.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Which when you're scrolling up here is talking about that's the atonement money for Israel is a half a shekel. So it's about $5. And it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. $5 is your atonement.
Now, is a shekel $8?
Once a year.
What was the shekel during the time of Jesus's life on earth?
I don't think the value of a shekel changed until the Federal Reserve.
Wow. Okay. Tina's calling me old. You see that? She's saying, "What an old man! I'll buy that for $1."
I'll buy that for $1. That's Running Man, right?
No, that was RoboCop.
RoboCop. Oh, okay.
I believe so. That's what I've always thought it was. Anyway, so
you're probably right.
So yeah, but that's not useful today in today's discussion.
No.
When did you start? Did you start already? Was it a while? Am I late? Super late?
Yeah, I started 52 minutes ago.
I see that now. Sorry. All that red distracted me in the corner.
It's fine. Yeah, no.
So yeah, man. So Jesus loves us.
This I know.
And
Ben's been talking to David, so.
What's that now?
I said Ben's been talking to David.
Good.
They're commiserating. For those of you who don't know, David Williams' wife passed away yesterday. And my friend Ben, who's like practically best friends with David, his wife passed away less than a year ago. So crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
All right. Myrrh. Just learned what calamus was. Now I'll never forget, thanks to Elliot coming in. And of cassia. What is cassia? 500 shekels. Now I got to look up what cassia is. What is cassia?
You want me to type it in?
I just did. Oh, it's pretty much cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
It's cinnamon. Cassia is cinnamon.
It's not a measurement?
No.
Okay.
Shekels is a measurement. 500 shekels of cassia, of cinnamon.
Oh.
After the shekel of the sanctuary and of olive oil and hin. Do you know what an hin is?
These are all new words, Michael.
I know. I just need to know the meaning of the words. And hin.
What is hin? H-I-N?
No, not healthcare industry number. As a unit of measurement in the Bible.
It's an ancient Hebrew unit of liquid measure equal to about 1.5 US gallons.
1.5 gallons. Okay. An hin of olive oil. And thou shalt make it an oil of holy ointment, an ointment compound after the art of the apothecary. And it shall be an holy anointing oil. And thou, should I have you read this? I should have you read this. I'm going to interrupt you though when I don't know a word.
You sound good. Want me to do it?
Yes.
Verse 26. And thou shalt anoint the tabernacle of the congregation therewith, and the ark of the testimony, and the table and all his vessels, and the candlesticks and his vessels, and the altar of incense, and the altar of burnt offerings or offering with all his vessels, and the laver and his foot. What's that? What's a laver?
It's like a basin.
Gotcha.
It's a little water, like your holy water thing at the Catholic Church.
And thou shalt sanctify them, that they may be most holy. Whatsoever touches them shall be holy.
I always found that interesting. How does touching something make you holy? I'll be done in a few minutes.
Well, isn't in the end holiness kind of like a different term for like what's coming up next, a form of consecration? Like something that's holy is something that is set apart.
Set apart, yeah.
So it's holy because it's marked as holy in this case. I don't know that it's a holiness of righteousness.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
And thou shalt anoint Aaron and his sons and consecrate them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. Okay, so the difference between consecration and holiness. So something that's holy is set apart. Consecration is something that is dedicated. Like through activity and action, I would imagine is a better thought for that. And thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, saying, this shall be an holy anointing oil unto me throughout your generations. Upon man's flesh shall it not be poured, neither shall ye make any other like it. And after the composition of it, it is holy, and it shall be holy unto you. That's interesting. That kind of expresses it there, right? You can't even use it for just anybody. It's very specific.
Only for Aaron's sons.
Mm-hmm. So whosoever compoundeth any like it, or whosoever putteth any of it upon a stranger, shall even be cut off from his people. And the Lord said unto Moses,
hold on a second. Don't you know?
What time is it?
2. Okay, sorry. My family just really wants to interrupt me today.
No, it's all good. I interrupted the show too. And whosoever compoundeth any like it, or whosoever putteth any of it upon a stranger, shall even be cut off from his people. And the Lord said unto Moses, take unto thee sweet spices, stacked, and onika, or onica. How would you say that?
Stacked. What is stacked?
I don't know. And while you're there, what's galbanum? There's spices, apparently.
What's the other one? Stacked.
Onica. Onycha, and then galbanum. It says in the next line, these sweet spices with pure frankincense.
Stacked. Possible identifications: myrrh or storax. What is storax? Well, they would say myrrh. So it's resin of the storax tree. Straxus officinalis. Straxus benzone. So resin from a weird tree. And what's the other one?
Onika or onicha.
Oh, onicha. Onicha. Onicha.
I know, that sounds...
means big brother in Japanese. Possible
powerful
identifications: mollusk operculum. Probably not having any. Mollusks are not clean, so it wouldn't be that. Benzoin.
It's an aromatic ingredient.
Shares aromatic properties with labdanum, but comes from the storax tree. That's probably what it is, since it is from the same tree.
And then the next thing is galbanum. Galbanum.
Galbanum.
Galbanum.
Am I spelling that right?
Galbanum.
Aromatic gum resin derived from certain species of plants. The galbanum comes the Apiaceae family, similar to carrots or parsley. Interesting. All right. So it's all a bunch of stuff that we don't use here in the United States.
So apparently they're sweet, because it says these sweet spices with pure frankincense of each shall be a like weight.
Right.
Shall there be a like weight? And thou shalt make it a perfume, a confection after the art of the apothecary, tempered together, pure and holy.
You know, it's funny. is if you did actually make this, you could smell what the temple smelled like.
Hold on.
You could smell what the temple smelled like. That'd be kind of cool. And thou shalt beat some of it very small, and put of it before the testimony in the tabernacle of the congregation, where I will meet with thee, and it shall be unto you most holy.
Boom. And as for the perfume which thou shalt make, ye shall not make to yourselves according to the composition thereof. It shall be unto thee holy for the Lord. And whosoever shall make like unto that, to smell thereto, shall even be cut off from his people. So if you liked it, like, man, I'd be like, that's a nice little perfume. You're gonna be about to get cut off. You're not gonna make it.
I want to smell like God.
But it's also interesting how you talk
No.
about like in verse 35 it says pure and holy. It's funny because those are always, they seem synonymous, but when you make that distinction that purity is that it has no other thing added to it, and holy because it's set apart for a very specific purpose.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
That's pretty cool.
By
That's
the way,
helpful.
guys, I know we're over time, but that's fine. I spent way too much time talking about card games today. In the previous chapter, I did listen to a Chuck Missler bit about the previous chapter, because I was like, I get so stuck on like, what is all this stuff about? And he made a very curious point that in the previous chapter, there are 7 things that happen to Aaron, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then thou shalt make the anointing oil and pour it upon his head and anoint him. Jesus was anointed,
Mm-hmm.
right? But in all of this, Aaron and his sons aren't doing anything. Moses is doing everything to them. Moses was not a priest, right? But Moses was acting in the place of the Father and doing all these things that were very representative of what Christ goes through, like the sacrifice. Well, again, the anointing. What was the other stuff? He said there's like 7 different things, and sorry, I was half falling asleep when I was listening to him. But I thought that was an interesting point, and something I'm probably going to go back and listen to it again and go through it piece by piece. But we did that yesterday, so I don't want to belabor that point. But there was more to that than just expressing stuff. And then he was saying that there's you know how everything kind of repeats itself. It's like, and Moses, God tells Moses what to do, and then it describes what Moses did, and it's like the same thing. God told him to put on a hat. He put on a hat. That kind of, and it's like the law. I don't know how to phrase it. The command and the execution, right? The command and the execution. The command, and that's why it seems redundant, but it is the law, and then it's the enactment, and it's like very consistently like that. Yeah. So
nothing was left out. Everything was covered, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like it was audited, like this was the thing, and this is what was done.
Good way to put it.
Or let it be written.
So let it be written. That's so funny, dude. That's true.
So let it be done.
So let it be written.
So let it be written. So let it be done. Put.
What? All right, forget it. I clicked the wrong one, then I tried to do the right one, and then I forget.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
I know.
See, I came in here for the last few minutes, and I wrecked the place.
It's true. Yeah, so I guess that's about it, guys. Sorry, we're running a little bit over time. Again, please do keep David Williams and his family in prayer for comfort. And if you want to donate, please. Oh gosh, I don't have the link up anymore. everybody here is in the Discord pretty much. The link's in the Discord. So if you want to donate, help with funeral arrangements and that stuff, then please do so. God bless everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see you all on the next exciting episode of Cross-Examinations. I'm going to let Elliot do it, but he's just...
I was trying to figure out where camera I was supposed to look at. Like, this one.
The next exciting episode of
Cross-Examinations.
Back in line, you dog! On your feet! Get them going!